Bodie Show. Living on the water is the only life we know. Yo, ho, ho, ho. It's time for the Bodie Show.
Hey, Stephanie.
Hey, Jeff. Here we go. We're on a roll.
2 in a row. What are you drinking? Oh, you don't have to tell us. You're drinking grog?
I'm drinking grog, yes.
All right. I'm drinking Waterloo sparkling water, which I will make Bodie. I can make anything Bodie.
Wow, that's a tall order. Okay, Waterloo is Bodie why?
Because that was the battle that ended the Napoleonic Wars between the Napoleon's empire and the British. Okay. Mm-hmm. And a big turning point in that war was the Battle of Trafalgar, when Admiral Nelson whooped up on the French fleet. Boom.
Okay.
Boom. I made seltzer Bodie.
Fleet. All right. That's great. Wonderful. Good job.
Yeah.
And grog is Bodie because it's something that, pirates drink.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm. Well, and also, I mean, just about everybody who was at sea grog, because you'd mix
even if they weren't pirates.
Yep.
Even just the sailors.
Yeah, because you'd have to, the water was going to kill you, so you'd mix a little rum in.
All right. So it's not pirate specific. It's just anyone Bodie.
It's watered rum, that's actually me specific.
Did you say water drunk?
Watered rum.
Oh. I was like, I thought water drunk sounded like something that I should already know about.
No, you would not know about water drunk.
Well, that if we involve drinking water, yes, yeah. Correct.
2 in a row. Any notes or thoughts on last week? I haven't listened to the episode, neither of you, so I guess not.
Let's just assume it was great.
It was great. It was great. I did realize that at the beginning of the episode, I was like, "Hello, Stephanie," because I listened to like the very first part when I was editing it, and I was like, "Hello, Stephanie." I sounded low energy, which is why I tried to go high energy at this John.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, I feel like I chirped out my name in a really weird fashion, but then I thought it was like maybe Jeff was trying to get me the Jason Derulo style intro that I've been talking about. But regardless, it didn't happen. No, it didn't. You just got a cheerleader version of me instead.
I don't ever want to get that. I
know. It's scary when I'm a cheerleader, like people should worry.
Like, you know that it's the apocalypse when.
Yeah. Things are dire.
All right, we have a 2-part episode today. The first part is we are going to do a modified boat of the week. Okay.
I'm ready.
Oh,
I'm not ready. I'm ready to start thinking and doing that. What's our concept? Our concept is boats that I have driven.
Boat of the week that one of us has driven.
Yeah, like out of the box, like not our usual boat, blah, blah, this boat, that boat.
Oh, look at it. It's blue. It's down east and navy blue hull. And blah, blah. Yeah. Not that. But what boat we've driven. We're going to talk about the boat we've driven. And we're each going to pick one and try and sell it. Okay.
Sell it, like why it's the best boat of the week.
Yep. Boat of the week we've driven. You can talk about multiple boats if you want.
Okay.
I may.
All right.
I want to give myself that position. I want to give myself that room. I don't remember
any boats that I've driven.
Jesus. It's only November. It's only November.
Besides,
that sounded kind of. Besides normal boats, you could talk about normal boats.
Like the normal boat, you know what I mean? I drove actually, you know what? Okay, I've got one.
Okay,
I've got one.
We're not doing the segment yet.
No.
So 2-part show. First, boat of the week that we've driven.
Yeah.
One. B. Mary Jane and I did a very special segment. We recorded.
Okay.
Excellent.
So we have a YDL.
Yep. Do you remember when I said I'd never do voices on this show?
I do remember that.
Well, we're gonna.
You're gonna go all out on that.
We are going to stop with all that. All right.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna come up with something.
All right.
All right. Well, we are going to that idea. Oh, I got it. That idea of me not doing voices during the show.
Yeah.
That's walking the plank.
Okay.
I'll just leave that there as a bit of a foreshadow. And
foreshadowing.
You haven't heard the segment, nor have I figured out how to play it to you over our multimedia distributed recording environment. So you're gonna just have to hear it. Okay.
That's great. I'm ready to be surprised.
Okay. Now I gotta figure out which button. It's been a while. All right, got it. Ready?
Ready.
It's the boat of the week, stable and sleek. Check out that vessel, baby, isn't she sweet? It's the boat of the week, the boat of the week. Ooh, how I love me, the boat of the week. La da 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 da. Hey, yeah, let's check
Before we get into boat of the week that we've driven, let's just remind our listeners that the musical genius you hear on every boaty show is that of Mr. J. Huckleberry Nash. Mr. J. Huckleberry Nash, who is a prolific and talented singer-songwriter. You may find him at jnash.com, on the social medias, I am J Nash, or at various musical venues around the country and indeed around the world. I highly recommend that you look him up because he's good and he made all this music for us, which I am becoming reacquainted with, and I have an even newer, deeper, more like makes me feel funny inside in a good way feeling about the music and the show, having taken a bit of an unscheduled hiatus, and upon returning, rediscovering the music, and it's clearly made me go on in a really nonsensical way, which I will have to.
You're like almost at a loss for words.
Which I will have to edit. All right, but yeah, go look up jnash.com. I am J Nash on Instagram and probably Facebook and this, that, and the other thing. He's got some TikTok, but like most of all, go to one of his shows. Get out, touch grass, listen to music. It's great.
Yes, I'm having the same experience, just so you're aware. I mean, it is lovely to hear it all again, and always appreciate the talent.
Okay, so boat of the week that you or I have driven. Let's make some nominations, and then we'll pick some to discuss.
Okay. Well, I have two thoughts. The last boat that I drove before the end of the season that wasn't mine was a pontoon boat that our friends, Blake and Patrick, were driving around the river, and they have, I think it's their parents, because their parents just got a place up here, and their parents got a boat, their first boat, I believe, or something. Anyway, so that pontoon boat was in the mix earlier. I think it was maybe in like the end of September, maybe the end of October. I can't remember. Who knows? One of those months. And it was just a lovely it was just a stylish pontoon boat, so comfortable. There were like 10 people in it. We cruised to Clayton, and like it was super windy. Cruised back. We did take one wave to the face, which was, it's one of the hazards of pontoon boating.
Or one of the joys.
And one of the joys. It's better in July than October, but you take what you can get. And it just did it was very fun. I drove it and I docked it. It fits in dock, and we had a lovely time. I can't say enough about how much I love pontoon boats, which I came to much later in life, like many of us here at the river. But it's a true love of mine. It just does such a nice job with some things.
Okay, you drove that boat, to be clear.
I did.
Did you dock it?
I drove it, and I docked it. It was great.
Good. Yeah, you had.
And then there's the swinger, which you and I both drove.
Oh.
I know.
And so did Blake.
So did Blake, and so did a lot of people. But that's why it's called the swinger, I guess. But it's so good. Like, I just thought of that after the pontoon boat, and I was like, I don't know, how do we not talk about that?
Yeah, I like that those are two very different boats. All right.
You could say that.
All right. So the two boats that I have driven, let's just start with one, in case I only think of one.
You'd think it would be easier to think of one.
Well, I don't really have criteria other than, I'm trying to think of something that like is a little atypical, maybe that listeners would be more interested in than less, but you haven't really heard much of. I'm going to go with the solo catamaran coaching launch.
The white ones?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe we should do a better job. Okay, so we've got I know what you're talking about.
Yep.
Do you want to describe it?
So no, we'll get to that when we pick what we're going to discuss.
Okay.
So we're going to have four on the deck, so to speak, not the table. Four on the deck, and we're going to pick one for to describe.
All right. What's your second one?
Might be the swinger also. No, I can't. I don't think
three.
I
figured once I brought up the swinger, it would be like it would kind of be game over a little bit. So I hesitated, but I mean, look, we got to talk about it. Should we describe it?
No, not yet. Hold on. The second boat of the week candidate that I have driven shall be my little sailboat, the 12-foot Philip Rhodes designed cat boat named Hers.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we got four boats on the deck. You pick one of mine to describe, and I'll pick one of yours to describe.
I'm going to pick one of yours for you to describe.
Yeah.
I think you should start with the go in order. Start with your crew launch.
No, you have to decide between the two. I'm not going to describe. We're going to discuss two.
I still want the crew launch.
All right,
I'm
crew
not
launch.
into sailboats. I just don't care.
Yeah. No, I know. You've
okay.
made that quite clear. Made that quite clear over decades, and then reinforced with the face you just made on the computer where you look.
I just don't care. I'm sorry. I'm a bad person.
Well, now it's a thing that you have to stick to also. Like you might even.
No, you're right. I could change my mind next week.
Yeah. I want to take you to Maine to go sailing with Encyclopedia John on.
I would love to. I would absolutely do that.
On one of the boats that I visited multiple times when I've gone there. Like, oh my God, these things.
Yeah. No, I'm all about it. And you're right. I would change my tune in a heartbeat.
off the anchor chain. And Encyclopedia John wants to for both you and Missy, the sweet admin, to see the light, but through a beautiful Maine. No, that doesn't work. Yeah. See the light.
I don't know. It's lingo I don't understand.
See the masthead light on top of the
Wait, we should talk about the Christmas parade too. Anyway, let's go. I vote for the launch. You do what you want.
I'm going to vote for you. You got to talk about the pontoon boat. I'm going to challenge. I'm going to challenge you because if I said talk about the swinger, you'd just be like, I don't know. It's just so hot. It's so hot. It's hot. I just love it. It's hot. Like it's called the swinger. Oh my God. That's like what else is there to say? It's like, wait, what does that mean?
There's a lot to say.
All right. So I'm going to talk about the Wakeless catamaran crew launch, and you're going to talk about the pontoon boat. So 2 dual hulled boats, technically both catamaran.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah.
Tell me more about your experience driving Blake and Patrick's parents'
pontoon.
Parents' pontoon. Patrick's parents' pontoon.
It's a weird sentence. So yeah, it was like, so I think what I liked about it was very social. You know how pontoon boats are. I mean, it drives like a living room in a good way. Everyone's all comfortable. There's like squared off, cushy seating everywhere.
Dude, hold on. I got to stop you. Drives like a living room. And you had to qualify that by saying in a good way. Like, who doesn't love a living room? You got couches.
Yeah.
You have couches.
But you don't necessarily think of them as being seaworthy.
Living rooms? No.
You know what I mean? Like it was like, and I think a lot about how like different cars drive because, I grew up driving cars from the 70s and they were like boats. People would say that they were like boats or airplanes even, but it was like not necessarily in a good way. Like, anyway, I just think that the living room vibes of a pontoon boat are so good. It's so cozy and so conversant and so amicable. It's just a lovely experience. Cup holders everywhere. And then I just loved how, like, I don't know, somebody had to do something. So I like just took the wheel and, it was relaxing. There's nothing challenging about it at all. And I docked it it was super easy to handle, easy to dock, fun to be doing something different, but no surprises or issues or troubles. It handled for the most part, it handled the weather. There's like a nice little tiny windshield in front of the dash and some more seating in the back. There's all that storage under the seats. So when everybody did get wet, like there were like towels at the ready. That was impressive. My boat can't do that. And we had, I don't know, like 8-9 people just cruising around, having a nice little evening cruise. It was lovely. That's it. Simple. No drama.
Yeah, no drama. I think that's something that a lot of people who are sort of into the just like broad dimensionality and just sort of interesting aspects of boats and boating, they don't like the pontoon boat because it's just no drama. It gives you everything you want, nothing you don't. And yeah. I feel like we're like, it's like maybe it's not sexy looking from the outside, but it's a sexy experience. All right, so I'm going to talk about the history of the pontoon boat.
Okay.
Early 50s. Okay. Midwestern state, Minnesota. Okay. So this guy, Ambrose Weeres, Weeres, wanted a sturdier and most importantly, a more stable boat for his family on a lake. So he made a platform and put it on top of 2 columns of steel barrels that he welded together end to end, right?
Yep.
So he had basically a stable deck. Lots of people were like, whoa, that's awesome. Because they probably saw his family cruising around sitting in chairs with, coolers and a grill and stuff and thought, what better way to be on the water? So he started the first commercial recreational pontoon boat company called Weeres Industries in 1952. Mm-hmm. And his first production boat, the model name, the Empress.
Ooh, nice.
Right?
Very upscale.
Yeah. And that was 52. So that was like getting into some of the heyday of outboard power. So I'm sure they were sticking outboards in the back. So from the 50s to the 80s, people went from welded together steel barrels to aluminum and made the boats a lot lighter. And
like aluminum tubes.
Yeah, aluminum tubes. And like in the 60s, a company called Harris Float Boat began installing upholstered furniture, right? So it went from simple floating utility, right, with a grill and some
bring your own chair,
right, to a vessel of leisure.
Yes. Yeah.
And like part of what Harris Float Boat was doing was trying to get to a lounge on the water. And And the 60s, and this is an aspect that you and I have always enjoyed, started to see even more stuff going on, like an upper sun deck, right?
Yeah.
Whenever we see one of those older pontoon boats with the upper deck with a ladder up to the top, often
Or a slide.
a slide back down, we're pretty psyched. And
Yes.
these things have been just really family trucksters forever. And they were firmly in that space, just a family station wagon for cruising. Whoever wants to like lounge, great. Whoever wants to fish, great. It's just nobody's bothering anybody. You've got enough room to do your thing. And
Yeah, and then just, as a quick mention, it has some other functionality that some boats don't. Like if you needed to like get some stuff, move some stuff around, you're going to have a better time doing that with a pontoon boat than you are with other boats,
what kind of stuff?
Well, like especially if you're on an island, you got to get some shit out to an island. There's all kinds of stuff.
What kind of shit?
What kind of shit?
Yeah.
Well, like, let's say, like, you had to get a new grill out there. If you were going in and out of our boats, it would be annoying. And on a pontoon boat, it'd be less annoying. Get rid of an old grill, get a new grill out there. Some building materials, I don't know, like cats, whatever. Like, whatever it is you got to move. It's going to be easier on a pontoon boat. You're going to lift that little gate, and just shuttle it right on there. Like,
did you move any,
like that.
Did you move any cats while you were with Blake and Patrick on the
No,
no?
But I do have a dream of putting my cats on my houseboat and running around. I haven't done it yet, but I do have a litter box on there, so I'm halfway there. So there's that. That's why might be why I said
a litter box on the houseboat adds up to halfway. Interesting. Okay, great.
I'm maybe more than halfway. The cats are easy. The litter box is not. But getting back to this. So moving some shit around is going to be easier on a pontoon. I also like the feature that as you grow older, the pontoon boat is the easiest boat to continue boating on once you are in the elder stages of life.
Yeah. A former guest of the show multiple times, Jeremy. You know Jeremy.
I do. I almost said his last name, but I remember the rule just in time.
Yep. His dad, his mom and dad got a pontoon boat. It's like 16 feet long, but it has all the amenities in 16 feet. It's the sweetest little thing. He got that because he had an unfortunate situation, a tumor in his hand that just could not be dealt with otherwise. So hand came off, gone. What kind of boat do you get when you are down a hand? You get a pontoon boat. Stable, easy to get it on and off of. Lots of stuff to like lean on for, and it's like easy to drive. Nothing happens fast. You're not getting up and down off plane, anything like that. So that's
no drama,
right? Great.
Man,
However,
these are some different areas of functionality. There's the fun part of functionality. There's the function part of functionality, right? Like it's good. It does a lot of things well. I like that.
You know what word's in functional?
Well, there's lots of words in functional.
Well, I'm in particular focused on the fun in functional.
That's what I figured.
Yeah. So
yes. All right.
So we went from family lounge to like the tri-tune
amputee friendly.
The tri-tune boom. Yeah, amputee friendly. That's the tri-tune. That's the like final chapter of the pontoon boat, the story of the pontoon boat. Final chapter, the tri-tune boom, baby. So in the early 2000s, people were like, hey, these things are pretty great. All we want to do is hang out on a pontoon boat, but what if we want to go fast? So they started putting 3 tubes instead of 2 and went from pontoon to tri-tune. 3. Tri-tune me 3. 3 tunes. And
I like how this is like loosely makes sense, but also makes no sense. It's perfect. Keep going.
That's boats in a,
Yep.
That's
right where it was right. It's our sweet spot.
Boats in a nutshell. So this is all about performance. So it's interesting. Like you're going from, it's just no drama. We'll just go wherever, but slowly and chill. Now we're going to add more tunes to get to try. I'm sure there's a quad tune out there also. So you're getting closer. You're like evolving back into a full boat. And, but
do you know why you can go faster with 3 than 2?
More planing surface. True story.
Okay.
Yeah. So
if you put the same size engine on the two tunes, it wouldn't.
No.
Okay. All right.
Not enough.
I trust you. I believe you. And I think that's interesting.
Yeah. Not enough.
And I have seen the flying pontoon boats, and it does make me really happy when they're going really fast.
They're still really wide, and they just like skip along on the back of the 3 to 4 pontoons. But you could start to put really, really big ends on these things, and people did. And my recollection is this started happening out in the lakes of the West, like Lake Mead and Havasu, that sort of thing. And then it just kept going from there. And so you and I have been on or around pontoons or tri-tunes that are like 30 feet long. They've got multiple stories, wet bars, crazy sound systems, like wraparound electronics displays. And they're they're still able to go slow, but you can also hammer down, which is
Yeah, so it's like drama optional, which is very nice. I appreciate that. I do. I like to have the option for drama.
yes, you do. You keep them open. You're like,
You know what I mean?
my life could be, simple and straightforward, or I could have a certain, option for drama.
So many options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pontoon boats. So
right.
this guy, what was his name again? I'm going to look back. Ambrose Wierus in 1950.
It's a great name.
51. He just wanted to go out on a boat on the lake with his family. He
started something special.
He had some steel barrels. We know a lot of people like
he started a whole new kind of boat. I love it. Good for Ambrose.
Yeah. And I maintain and have maintained for some time now that the pontoon boat, maybe even more than the jet ski, but the jet ski is right up there too, has done more for recreational boating than anything since the outboard, right? Gets more people on the water. That's what I'm saying. Okay. All right. So the wakeless catamaran crew launch. So in the sport of rowing, you're in a little boat that's very skinny and unstable. It's held up really by the oars. The oars act as your outriggers, which means that they're not all that resilient to wave. You want to be on flat water. You don't want to chop. You don't want to wake. You don't want waves coming at you in from any direction. And on bodies of water, typically rivers, where there are lots and lots of people in recreational or competitive rowing boats, shells, these long skinny boats, you've often got a coach, and it's 1-to-1 coach boat to rowing boat to 1 to 3 or 1 to 4. And the boats that have been typically used for coaching still are often just tin cans, like a 14-foot aluminum boat with an outboard on the back. And these boats don't throw a huge wake when they're up on plane and at speed, but the speed of a rowing shell is like right in the sweet spot or the not so sweet spot of one of these tin boats that causes it to drag a huge wake. So over the last, probably 30, 35 years, there have become available these really long, very skinny hulled catamarans that are quote unquote wakeless. And once on this show, you said, "Oh my God, that sounds amazing. Why aren't we all driving wakeless launch? Who needs a wake?" That sounds like something you'd say, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, the challenge was to get lots of coaches with not so many wakes. And in the 90s, these low wake launches started to come out using catamaran and tunnel hulls. And the idea is that each hull is it just slices through the water. It's got a very long wetted surface, and it travels on top of the water surface. And really just it doesn't drag its own weight worth of water behind it, creating a wake. So small flat wake dissipates real quickly. Coach can get right in there, doesn't throw wakes at the other, at all the other boats.
Which is important when you're doing a crew.
Yeah. Although I would argue that sometimes it's good for kids these days to have to deal with a wake. The kids would argue that, boo-hoo, you waked me out. Oh, boo-hoo, it made my rowing experience briefly uncomfortable. You big bad evil coach.
And you would contend wakes happen. Deal with it.
Wakes happen, and that's exactly what I say. I'm like, listen, wakes happen.
Is that what you say?
Yeah.
I love that.
Wakes happen. Dude. It's like when they complain about going out when it's windy. Oh, it's too windy. We shouldn't go out. I'm like, it might be windy when you're racing. Also in life, sometimes it's windy. Also in life, sometimes there are wakes. Also in the way I approach coaching, it's basically for really often really privileged kids, it's manufactured adversity so that they can learn that they're tougher than they think they are, and definitely tougher than their parents are. Anyhow, I digress.
I'm sure you're a wonderful coach, and I'm also so glad that you're not mine. I would be so whiny.
Well, you see that aspect of me sometimes. Like when you ask me,
I do sometimes. Yeah.
When you ask me,
a little bit of tough love here.
Do I really need to move?
When you made me do the chains. Yes.
Or you're like, hey, where should I put my firewood? I'm like, not there, but wouldn't that mean I have to move it? Yeah. Well, that's hard.
Yeah, but that's hard. Hard.
All right.
Yes.
So,
all right, are you done describing the wakeless launch?
Nope. So in the 2000s, these things really took off, and there's a company called Stillwater, which kind of blew it up. And then Wintech, which is an overseas manufacturer, they started making these things, and they got basically a lot cheaper, and they got mandated in some places. What's really fun about them is that they have this little coaching pit where like the coach just sits and you've got this, like, you got a nice seat, a bench, you're up high, and you know, you've got a really good view. You're not too low, you're not too high.
And you're driving from there. That's also where you drive from.
That's also where you drive from,
Just
right?
to be clear, it's not like a coxswain situation where someone's driving and you're in like the coach position. This
No.
is one person boat, right?
No, but I learned this from Kirk, the head coach of the team that I have coached at. He always makes the kids drive because it's like, well, you know, they got to learn to drive sometime, and so they make them drive the boat. So like, there's like probably hundreds of kids who've learned to drive a boat because they had to sit out one day, and Kirk was like, "No, you figure it out." The thing I like about them is they don't turn for squat, right? They turn really badly. Like you have to back and fill often. Which is a mess, and they got a really long turning radius, even though the motor's mounted way back, but because they've got these long skinny hulls. But once you get used to it, it's no big deal, and you just sort of figure out how to go. And like when you're rowing, you're not like doing a lot of turning. You're turning at one end of the river to go back up to the other end and turn there and turn back. So it's like, you know, you might have two to four turns, so it's not that big of a deal. But they're pretty quiet too, because they're almost, since this is, you know, these are boats that have come out since the 2000s, they got 4 strokes on them, and it's pretty small. It's like a 20 horse to drive probably a easily 20 foot boat through the water, and you've just got this like 4-stroke. It's pretty far behind you. It's down low. It's just purring along back there, and they've got a good view of the river. You can see lots of turtles. That's the one thing I like about. I'm
a big fan of this boat.
Yeah, you didn't get to go in one because you came and watched.
No, I know. I remember like you and I were when we were in a tin can.
Yep.
But I was around them all. They were all around.
Yeah. And I like them because they're long and skinny and super efficient. Coach Amy, who's a big listener of the show, Amy has a catamaran launch, but it's pretty short and wide, and it's her favorite. She's the only one that's allowed to drive it. But I will say I don't care for it because I don't know how wakeless it actually is.
Well, you don't know?
I know. But we'll just leave it at that.
Okay. All right. Fair.
Yeah. Fair. But this is a big deal in the rowing community because wakes have caused a lot of consternation and conflict between coaches. Like, you wake me out, you wake me out, you wake my kids out, you wake my rowers out. And everybody gets all bent about wakes. I'm like, wakes happen, so fuck it, who cares? So
and one of the things I think about whenever we talk about this is the fact that the opposite boat has also been made recently.
the actual.
I love that there is a use case for the wakeless boat and also the very wakeful boat, the wakiest wake boat. Right. And it's just like such a funny thing. Yeah. It just depends on what you want to do with your water, I suppose. But yes, and I would say the one distinction between this boat and the others is like this is a very specific. Like it doesn't have like multiple, and there aren't like 4 different ways to use this boat.
There's really just one way.
For the most part, this is a boat for one person. Like, it's not like a social boat. It
is not a social boat. It's like you sit facing the same direction.
Yeah.
You might be able to turn your head to the side and like talk a little bit, but that's about it.
It's not loud though, I bet.
You can't even sit next to somebody in one of these boats. That's like the ones that I drive, they're like, it's a single seat in the coaching pit.
That's what I thought. Yeah. It's not a social boat, but it does do this one job very, very well.
Yeah. I like to drive it up and down the river I really enjoy wildlife from this boat because it's quiet and it just sort of doesn't disturb the water.
Yeah. That'd be cool if you kept it like over, near South Bay and like you could like go putt around over there.
Yeah. You could just use a kayak. You could use a kayak for that or even a sailboat.
Okay. All right. So we're doing
Interestingly, it just occurred to me, both boats, no drama.
Yep. Good point.
However, you like the option for drama, so you can have a tri-tune on your pontoon boat. So of these two, which shall be the boat of the week?
I am a big fan of both of these boats. I love the idea of a wakeless boat, as you know. I wish that we could throw a huge motor on it and a water ski behind it and it still wouldn't have a wake. That would be fun. But I know that's not the case. But I'm just saying it'd be fun if it were. And I think, I think there's learning involved with that boat, which is very nice, right? You're like teaching people to do shit.
Yeah,
that's nice.
That's true. Yep.
And I think in terms of usefulness, I think the pontoon is the clear winner.
And the sort of go along, get along in me wants to say the pontoon boat is the clear winner because because of how many people it has gotten out on the water, how many families and friends are able to enjoy the water from pontoon boats, which is like the whole democratizing, boating and
We like
enjoying the
that.
water. We like
we
that.
we like democracy and boating.
Right. But that's kind of like blah, blah, lame, blah, blah. Oh, hi, Kate.
Look, it's Katie.
It's Katie.
She came with a fancy casserole and a tiny little figurine.
Casserole Kate brought a mermaid.
That's the boaty lady.
That's the boaty
Looks
lady.
like the little mermaid lady.
Yeah.
Oh my! Can we get a screenshot, Stephanie,
Yeah.
of you, me, and the Little Mermaid
Yeah.
And the Little Mermaid.
in frame?
And like this, and like there's a gold. There's like a silver tureen with like fish and shit on the side. Like this is some boaty shit right here.
There is
Casserole Katie brought.
Please,
All right.
look at this.
Oh my goodness. Yep. Yeah. There's a handle on the tureen. That's a.
There's a fish handle.
It's a fish handle. Yep.
See the tail?
Oh, and the fishtail legs on the tureen.
Yeah, it's a lot happening here.
Okay.
a very boaty Christmas with our
We're gonna do some Christmas crafts.
Awesome. Can you hold the
The little lady.
the little lady up? Yep.
And the Katie, the lady and the Katie.
Katie, do you want to be
Yeah,
in
here,
the
Katie.
screenshot that goes up on the social medias or no?
That's totally great.
Wait. Oh, you're taking the Am I taking the screenshot?
You're taking the screenshot.
All right. Hold on.
I have to hold this little lady. I wish we could do our hands just like her. Are you doing your hands?
Oh,
like
wait.
her?
Hang
All right.
on.
I got it. I got it.
Hang
I'm gonna put her right here. Can you see her? Still?
No, can't see her.
on.
All right, I'm gonna hold her.
Okay. All right, hold still. Jeez. All right, got it.
Okay, that was it. We didn't make sure we hit the level of weird. Make sure we hit the weirdness level.
Speaking
What other level is there?
No, speaking of weird and a weirdness level, next up in the Bodhi Show is a new segment we're going to call Pirate Time.
Did we finish boat of the week?
Oh, no, shit, we didn't.
Boat I've driven of the week. What do we want to do for a should we call it? What do you think?
We should call it.
Should we do like rock, paper, scissors or something?
Nah.
How do we do this? I can't remember.
I
How do we do
I
it?
think the pontoon boat has to win.
The pontoon boat is the boat of the week? The boat I've driven of the week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the pontoon boat is the boat that one of us has driven of the week. There you go.
Okay, now can you please tell us about segment 2?
Segment 2, segment B is something that my daughter Mary Jane, MJ, and I have been kind of like talking about as if we would never do it for a long time, and then we went and did it today, and it defies introduction and explanation. I'll just say that the two of us do we will fall into pirate voices and pirate characters sometimes that both of us have a hard time like getting out of. You ever like get trapped in a persona when you're being silly?
Yes, I'm gonna say yes to that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Actually, I've never
but
known.
mostly, I
known
want to say that I'm familiar with this thing that you do, and it's
the pirate
delightful.
thing. Is it? Yeah. I've never known you to get trapped in a persona.
I mean, sometimes I do a little Long Island situation, but that's about it.
That's true. That's true. Or Natasha.
Yes, that's true. Natasha.
Look at her. All right. Anyway, so we we decided to take the audience along on an auditory voyage, a journey, a sensory journey with us as pirates. So here you are.
Yo ho ho ho.
Welcome, Mary Jane.
Welcome,
Yes.
Father.
Oh, I'm your father. I'm your pirate progenitor.
Unfortunately,
Unfair. So we are going to take our listeners on what?
on a sensory experience unlike any other.
An auditory voyage
An auditory voyage.
through the life.
A filthy, pillaging, woke pirate.
We is woke pirates.
We reformed now.
Yes.
But what does
Yeah.
it sound like?
What does
when
it-
he's on the ship?
What does it sound like? People see lots of visual depictions of piratey life of pirates.
What
and
with the
yes.
peg legs and
Yes.
what the...
But on the ship, most of the experience is auditory.
Aye. So put on both your eye patches
Yes.
and rest your head and let us guide you through a relaxing escape from reality.
Here, let's walk over to the hatchway.
Your peg leg is sounding mighty sturdy today. Here, let me take a sip of grog. Let me take a sip of grog.
That grog went down quite noisily.
Aye.
Yes.
The rest of the sensory experience.
Yes.
Well, yeah, last weekend when we was doing the pillage.
That was a reasonable pillage.
Little bits and bobs. I want to show you what I've discovered.
What did you keep from your pillage?
In the chest, deep down, under the sand. I had to dig for quite a while.
Tell us what you dug up from the sand when we was pillaging last time.
Oh, you won't believe it. You'll be so excited.
Let us listen to your
I've been-
booty.
I've been
Wait, that sounds a bit off. Let us listen to your treasure.
I've been cuddling with it myself at night.
Oh,
Listen. What do you think it is? Listener. Oh,
let the listener listen.
oh, okay.
I'll give them a hint.
It's me treasure.
It's doubloon.
Oh, that's not a hint. That's what it is, you idiot.
I've never really been clear on what hinting. I'm pretty straightforward as a pirate.
It's 2 gold doubloons that I found.
Oh.
I'm gonna buy me a pint of grog. No, a barrel of grog.
Oh, speaking of, you should have another sip of grog because
A little bit of a thirst quencher.
our next listening adventure is going to require you to have some grog in your veins. There it is.
Oh, that's good. I'm nice and loose now.
Be nice
for
and
whatever
loose.
you have next.
So you see, when you as a pirate father used a progenitor, your progeny, they go through piratey developmental milestones.
First me eye gouged out
And the eye patch,
for the patch.
so you can be authentic.
Aye.
And then, what for you go below decks?
Aye.
And you take the treasure and you bury it.
Check.
Check.
That one, yes.
Right, and then after you've got doubloons,
I've got 'em now, father.
you've got on now, so
What's next?
the next,
I can't wait. Tell me.
you have a choice. Would you prefer electronical amputation? What for preparing for your peg leg? Or
Okay.
you have another choice. Hey, close your eyes.
I put on both patches. What is the second option for me, Happy?
Well, it's not electronical.
No.
It's internal combustion amputation.
Oh!
Now, which would you prefer, me darling?
Is you relaxing at home, childrens? I will take electrical amputation.
Oh, here we go.
Wait, let me bite down on something.
Oh, there we go. Now it's all showed up. Time to pick out your peg leg.
What can I use for a peg leg? I think this one is pretty. We've got to put it on. We're going in.
Now it's attached to your leg.
It feels nice and sturdy.
Test her out.
It's working lovely.
I've got a bit misty under me eye patch.
Do you like my peg leg, father?
Oh, I'm such a proud pirate progenitor.
Moving on now that's all squared away.
The other developmental milestone, dog, is you have to fight your father with saber.
Well, listen to the sound of the ocean, children.
Before we fight each other with sabers,
Listen. The water coming off the deck.
I see. I way to see. Now, that's definitely the ocean. It's not the topsailman taking a leak, is it?
No, it's the ocean.
It's the ocean. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that was such a nice moment we've shared together. Here, we's gonna duel with sabers. And if you vanquish me, you must chain me up.
To the figurehead.
Chain me to the figurehead. She's quite voluptuous, that figurehead. I don't mind being chained to her.
Ew.
Ew.
Ew. I'll hold the pointy end or the soft.
The final step in your growth as a pirate is to cross swords with your scurvy father. Hey.
Oh, avast! I got you!
Oh!
Order!
I submit! Chain me to the figurehead. They's wrapped around me legs. They's wrapped around me wrist. They've strapped me to the figurehead.
Oh.
I've done my job as a pirate progenitor. My progeny has passed all of the developmental milestones.
On to the next pillage.
Well, we've got to make sure this time we ask for consent. When we's pillaging human captives. When I was a young piratey podrick, we would take captives without consent. Oh! The pillage is in the bilge!
They was trying to get out, but I gave him some grog.
Oh, that's what the captives always like. You give them a bit of grog.
I gave him a bit of grog and I told him that we were sharing the next pillage with them.
Yes.
We was gonna be polite.
Well, I think this has been quite the auditory journey.
I hope this was a relaxing sensory auditory experience for all yees out there who's aspiring to pirate in your lifetime.
I hope we've immersed deep, deep into the bilge of piratey life via the auditory pathway.
As you drift off to sleep wallowing in the bilge, think fondly of your time with us aboard the ships.
It's a piratey sleep story. Maybe this is when it's getting to be a sleep story. We're talking about all the directions. And we...
Leeward.
Windward.
Windward.
Becalmed.
Tacking.
We hope you's feeling quite becalmed
Rudder.
as you drift up to...
Gunnel.
Mary Jane, you've got to get quieter.
I was just listing boat parts.
Oh, but we've...
Tiller.
Do it quietly because we're trying to get the listeners to go to sleep.
Main sheet. Good night, wee ones.
All right, Steph, you haven't heard, while we're recording this today, here it is on Sunday, you haven't heard this. So you're going to hear it when this episode comes out. And,
Okay.
you'll have to report back to us on what you thought of that hot mess.
I can't wait. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm a little, I feel like I'm a little, that was a lot of letdown. Like there was a lot of buildup and then I got nothing, but I will be excited to hear what happens. I have so many other things to say because we're back so many boaty shows, but we'll save some because it's winter, right?
Yeah, we need, don't burn content.
Don't burn all the content.
Just firewood, no content. Burn firewood, not content in the winter.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Yo ho ho, that's it for the boating show. Pack the cooler, grab the lines, let's go, go, go. Yo ho 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 ho.
That's it for the Bodie Show.
That's it for the boaty show.
We did 2 in a row. That's better than
Bad.
bad. It's good.
Exactly.
Reminder, if you want a Bodie Show hat, go to theboatishow.com/merch. The hot admin set up a store. Hats are $25, which we break even on. That includes shipping. And
Maybe can I make some adult coloring pages for sale on the merch site?
Yeah.
For people to download for Christmas presents.
yeah, do
It's a
it.
good idea.
Yeah,
We'll do that.
yeah. We can just.
You never know what you're going to find there. You
No.
might find a replica of this adorable Little Mermaid.
Oh my goodness. Katie brought a porcelain mermaid figurine.
As you do.
She has spots. What are the spots?
What else would I do?
That's personal. Never you mind.
Well, we've discussed your mermaid bumper on the front of your boat's like covered in lichen and moss
Yeah,
and
she's
stuff.
scaly. Yeah, that's a different level.
Which we
This woman apparently was living in Katie's garden shed for years. So she's got I don't know. She's
Is she mossy?
she's authentic. She's
is
got
she mossy?
yeah,
She's mossy.
She's got some algal. She's got algal accumulation. All right, good. I didn't know you could grow moss on porcelain, but now I do.
There's so much knowledge.
All right,
This was fun.
this was fun. Bye, Stephanie. The Bodhi Show is hosted by Stephanie Weiss and me, Jeff Pennington. Music by Jay Nash. Check him out at jnash.com and on social media. Audio production by me, Jeff Pennington. Check out my other podcast, You Teach the Machines, co-hosted with one of our younger demographic liaisons, my daughter MJ. You can find it anywhere you get podcasts. If you're interested in advertising with us, please get in touch with us at thebodhishow.com.